Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode of Duncan Dynasty. I am Bridger, and today we are jumping back in. We've got some powerful foes. Sweden managed to hold on to most of England. There was a big civil war where the English rose up against them, but they managed to clamp down on it and hold it, and that's very concerning to me, because now their military power is significantly greater than mine. I really do want to take back Ulster and the Isles here, but well, not take back, but take them for the first time. Take back the Isles, take Ulster for the first time. But Sweden is just too strong. They've got 6,000 troops available to them right now, of like 12,000, almost. That's just too many. I can't compete with that. I can barely get 6. Even with some mercenaries, I might be able to get to 8. I don't know. I think I kind of got to hope for some kind of succession crisis in here. And it looks like they're going to have it. They are tribal, so there will be partitioning of the empire. And they do hold the crown of England. So I think all I have to do is wait until she dies. The Kingdom of England will fall to someone else. It will be partitioned off. I don't know which of them will get these. Presumably the Kingdom of England will get control of the vassals who control these. I'm not 100% sure, though. So that's where we're at right now. What we just managed to do, King Richard here has been working on consolidating and reconverting the Karites away from their ridiculous religion, which was problematic for us. His father, Eric, did not do well. But this is a mountain of a man. This is a Renaissance man before the Renaissance. 25, 15, 10, 20, 22. He can do anything he wants, pretty much. Now it doesn't hurt that his wife is a genius and she's helping him out. He's also a genius, and he's hale. And that means, let's check our son, Prince Douglas. He's not a genius, but he is quick. He inherited some of his parents' stuff there. So what I really need to do right now is properly consolidate what I've got going on, which is I hold too many titles myself. I don't know if you can... Is there a way? No, I don't think so. To show... But I mean, you can see where all the blue are. I own too many county titles. And the Duchy of Strathclyde de jure should own all of these. So I need to somehow give these over to my vassal, the Baron, or the Duke of Strathclyde. Prince Alexander, that's one of my sons. I gave him control of this area. I think I might also give him Carrick. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give that to Prince Alexander. He's the rightful owner of the area anyway. And that will lower my domain size a little bit. We'll grant him that. Then, what I want to do is grant the other two to a vassal, and then grant that vassal to him, so that he doesn't control all of them. I don't want him to be that strong. Because Douglas, you know, Alexander's pretty smart too, and he's very good. He's Midas touched. Damn. But we just happen to have our old Duchess here, the last of the old line of dukes controlling Northumbria. They are not of my... They are of my dynasty. Oh, no, she's the dynasty head, what that means. They're not of my dynasty. They're of the Bradnai dynasty, but she's dying with no heir. So apparently the dynasty doesn't have anybody she can pass it to. Right? Duke Dermid, her father, gained control of these, and now the dynasty is dying out. It's a sad time. It's a sad time. But what that means is the entire duchy of Northumbria is going to return to me. And I need to figure out what to do with that. I think I'm going to give it to my son, Duff. Duffman. Prince Duff is going to get that. And then I've got 2 daughters after that. But I think Prince Duff is going to get the Duchy of Northumbria. And I'm going to keep Dunbar, but I'll give him Northumbria itself plus Durham plus Cumberland. That's the de jure duchy borders, I believe. Yeah, it's just those 3. 3 counties, not super strong. Strathclyde, though, has 5. I really can't allow one of my dukes to control 5 counties. That's just too scary. Lothane as well has 5. And I want to make sure my main heir controls all of that. So that's where we're at right now. So we gave away Carrick to that. I think we're going to give Annandale and Galloway to my nephew. Let's pull him up in the tree here. Here it is, Stephen. Stephen Scots. He's my nephew, and he's not currently landed, so I'll be able to grant him control of Annandale and Galloway. And that will make him, now it becomes my vassal, and I'm going to bring my domain down below 5 of 6, but Dunbar would make it 6. I think I also have control of one of these up here in the north for some reason, but we're going to grant these titles, then we're going to transfer his vassalage over to my son, so that he's underneath the duke he's supposed to be under. Where do I do that? I think I do it under this guy. Grant vassal. And it's going to be Earl Stephen of Galloway. So now, the realm appears to be properly divided by duchy, except Dunbar should be in Lothane, but that's going to be remedied when, what's-her-name dies, the Duchess. The other thing I need to deal with, though, is apparently Galloway is his seat. So my nephew, controlling Galloway, is Catholic and he's Scottish culture. I need him to stay Scottish culture, so I'm going to try to switch this culture of his capital over. That'll take 3 years, but it'll probably be worth it. The main reason is sometimes if you put a ruler someplace, they will adopt the local culture rather than converting the local culture to them. That's basically a way to deal with unpopularity. But I'm going to try to ensure that he stays Scottish. And you can see Scottish is actually, you know, it's starting to spread throughout Scotland, as it were. So that's one thing I've got going on. The other thing I've got going on is I've got this mess in the north that I just inherited. Not inherited, but created. I conquered this piece here as well as, what is this? This county is not Sutherland. Fayre. Okay. Linlithgow got some new stuff. Where the heck's this? Oh, that's right. That's in my main capital there. So we've leveled everything up as far as it can go. We cannot increase the main castle building. Linlithgowshire can have some more here. So let's upgrade more in Linlithgowshire. Linlithgowshire and Lothane are the two I'm trying to make sure always get passed down to my main sons. But Lanarkshire is also pretty good, and it's equivalent to Tevoatdale, basically. We should probably put something for money-making here. Although, here's the thing with Tevoatdale, it's all forest, it looks like. If we switch over to terrain view, yeah, it's all forest except this, which is hills. And nobody's really put a lot of effort into the capital of Tevoatdale. So it's not making a lot of tax revenue. Forestry can get us what? Building construction time reductions, which is, it's okay. The county would get increased development growth. I wonder if Tevoatdale wouldn't be better served with purely military buildings for the most part. We've already got Hyde Tents, which is a military camps. Hunting grounds. That gives some taxes. And what else does it give? Light cavalry boosts. Oh, that's not bad. We'll get a little bit of tax and light cavalry boosts from there. as long as we've got the money, and we've got very good income. There's a lot of other considerations to be made here. We can modify some contracts because we have hooks on the people that are running those areas. So, ruler of Strathclyde, my son, who likes me very much, I have a hook on him because I was the Dynasty leader, and so I can modify his contract here. What's he making on money? 2.9 per month. And he's giving 0.3 of that. Well, that means he's making 3 point something per month, and he's giving 0.3 of it to me. Do I want to increase his feudal tax burden? What kind of buildings does he already have in these here? Not much. No, he needs to build these up considerably. So here's what I think I need to do. I need to build him some hill farms to increase his income, but then also increase his tax burden. So I'm investing 100 in him to help him get started on building up these hill farms. Because unfortunately, the best places he's got are these cities. And that's because they're in the plains, so he can build the better buildings in there. But he can't get the best money out of them. And the other problem is he's got a control problem here. I'm sure he's working on that, though. If I were him, I would be. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest in his capital, in some hill farms, which I think would get us the best possible outcome, 1.7. Trade port's the same thing, but it gives development growth as opposed to supply limit and a little bit of development growth. Yeah, actually a trade port's better. So let's help him out by building a trade port. In exchange for that, sort of, kind of, we're going to adjust Alexander to provide a few more taxes. We're going to use a hook to make sure he doesn't complain about it. I don't want to give him any of these things. So, succession rights is a really nice one to force on your vassals. It almost guarantees they will never be able to really challenge you. This is the thing that they like. Anything that gives them opinion of you is advantage to them. This allows the vassal to declare war outside of the liege authority. So specifically, the crown authority, I think level 3. Oh, look at that. I never noticed that vassal levies and taxes go up. I was looking at this before when I was a tribal and it didn't do anything, but that's interesting. I feel like I also looked at this on the wiki and it didn't show what it's showing me right now. That is very interesting. Laws, Crown Authority. Yeah, look at that. And if you go up to level 4, it massively increases their tax contribution. I'm guessing it's a multiplicative, however, and not additive. Hello, Divine. Welcome. Yeah, it might have been a long time ago that I had all daughters and was looking for a son. Let's see, how many generations ago is that? Oh, I think you're talking about King Brian. 2 generations ago. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 daughters, and then I had King Eric and Prince Magnus and Prince Hamish. Hamish is now my duke. Magnus's family controls the Duchy of Moray, another duke. And King Eric, well, he went a little crazy from stress and converted to an old Jewish sect called Karaites, and started to try to convert the entire kingdom. But doing so cost him a lot of stress, and then he basically got ill, and a botched treatment from the physician caused him to lose a leg, and then he died of it. So King Richard took over from there. And King Richard's had a lot of kids. A lot of kids, which is good, because we have a huge dynasty, but a lot of these are really far away. And a lot of them have died off. You can see these have been married off into different dynasties. So this one also got married off into different dynasties. So these ones aren't really active members. Actually, there's some... Is this here? Oh, she's a countess, and that's also going off into a different dynasty, so that doesn't matter either. A lot of these on this side of the tree were my family from the Swedish area. And it looks like Queen Ingrid of Svealand is also still going strong with her own house. Oh, no, but she was not married matrilinearly. Apparently. Because somehow these members are of a different dynasty. So this guy's father, who died, was married to the current queen, but it was a regular marriage, not a matrilineal marriage, so that line dies out there too. Did every single one of... Oh no, it looks like this one's still active. Yeah, okay. Chieftain Abo of this province in Svealand is still going strong. This one's still going. These ones over here seem to have all died out. Anyway... so yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on. This huge tree. We started here with just this line, and it's just me, and it was just me and my brother Sigurdur the First, Snake in the Eye, that have caused the rest of this to occur. So anyway, the close family, most of the ones that are known as the Scots in my house, are over here. So back to what's going on here. So Crown Authority 3 looks pretty good. The direct vassals don't like us so much, but, you know, it is what it is. The reason I was pointing this out is that I think vassals cannot wage war against other vassals unless they use a hook on their liege. That's important because if you're not really paying attention, you might have a vassal get control of their entire duchy and then start encroaching on other vassals, other dukes, and you won't be called into those wars. Those aren't yours to mess around with. So, let's move forward, shall we? What's next on the agenda? We can modify contracts. That's what we were looking at doing. I'm going to modify his contract to provide higher taxes. Normal taxes is 11 and 25. If we go to higher taxes, it goes up to 16. Oh, wow. They really don't like me, but it's okay. I'm fine with this. We're going to use the hook to increase those taxes. I just gave him some, you know, construction. It would be nice if you gave constructions, if that would give you some opinion modifiers. I wonder if it does. Let's take a quick look. I gave him all these counties and stuff, so he loves me. Confederate partition is in there 3 times. Direct vassal opinion, house opinion, and eligible child opinion. So he's all of those things. But it doesn't look like the fact that I invested in his county provides any bonuses. Which is disappointing. I feel like that should have some effect. Anyway, the minus 15 from the taxes is okay. That's a nice big county to get extra taxes from. Or my nice big duchy, I mean. Now, who else do I have the ability? Lord Bryce. Oh, right. I've actually got a tiny piece of Wales. Somehow. I don't even remember how I inherited this, but I've got it. And I've got a hook on this guy. And instead of using it to modify the feudal contract, I'd like to use it to demand payment. There we go. He's got 236 gold, and I think some of that belongs to me. There we go. I also have hooks on the Duke of Iceland, the guy that I took over recently here in the north. And I don't remember what that hook is. It's a weak hook, a favor hook, Probably because I had him in my jail, and he didn't have the money at the time, but now he does. I can demand payment from Earl, what's his name? Of Cumberland. Do I have a secret hook on this guy, or is this also a favor? Oh, it's just a regular hook. Because I'm a house head? Oh, because he is one of my dynasty. He created his own house. But I'm going to spend this weak hook on this, or do I leave him as a vassal? He's a vassal not directly of me. He's a vassal of Northumberland, but Northumberland's going to fall to my control. When it does, maybe I make him the main duke of Northumberland. I kind of want to keep this hook. It's a permanent hook. I think that's good. I didn't realize I've got another living relative that I can maybe leave this duchy to. He's actually in control of part of it already. He doesn't have to control all of it. This guy, whoever this guy is, can keep Durham. And his family can keep Durham, but I'll give that to my... It doesn't have like a direct thing, right? But he's Earl Raedwulf. So where is Earl Raedwulf? Somewhere under Prince Magnus, I think. No, that's in the north. So it's got to be under this other house. There it is. Under Earl Swifthelm, down to Raedwulf over here. So he's not really a cousin. What would that even be? We share an ancestor, one, so that's father, grandfather, great-grandfather. We share a great-grandparent. Is that like third cousin once removed? Because he's also of a lower line than me. He would be my nephew-type cousin. It's a weird thing. I need to go back and rewatch. I'm pretty sure CGP graded a video all about these. They do need a search function for the family tree, don't they? All right, but that's good to know. So that solves what I was going to do with Northumbria. I was worried about how I was going to deal with that. So what that means is I can give my other son, Duff, control of probably this duchy, the Duchy of the Northern... Actually, no, I'm sorry. I've got one of my vassals already in control of that. I can give my other son control of the Iceland Duchy. These are still controlled by the tribal leaders that I kind of a little bit took over before. So I'm going to revoke their titles and give it to one of my other sons. That's going to take a while because I have to fabricate claims on them, excuse me, in order to revoke them without incurring tyranny. I don't really have tyranny because I'm compassionate, so I haven't been trying to work as a dreadful ruler. Okay, I'm letting time tick forward now. Let's see what else we can do. We can ask our head of faith... gold. Oh, yeah, let's definitely get some gold. So, Raedwulf, we're not going to use that hook. We're going to hold on to that. I can designate a guardian for my daughter. Now, when you're choosing a guardian for the daughter... the only thing that really matters is, are they the wrong culture? Like, if it's a nephew or a niece and they're the wrong culture, that's something you might consider. But really, the only thing you need to worry about is the quality of their education. I don't know if you need to worry about the type of their education. We're going to try me doing it. It can cause some stress, but can also cause some good relations and stuff. So I guess we'll find out. So... I will ill-train this daughter. My stress isn't so bad right now. I'm in line to inherit Duchy of Northumbria, the Earldom of Carrick. Where's this? Oh, because I gave it to my son for some reason. I got it. I don't care about that. Alice Scots can marry. Now, what I need is some allies, because Sweden's got some allies. I got nothing. So, Alice... Oh, God, Alice. She's the closest thing I've ever had to being able to completely purify the bloodline. And that's disappointing. Like, could I marry her to my son and make this? No, that would be bad. I don't want to do anything closer than cousin marrying. That seems like a good idea. But because she's so awesome, I want to keep any of her kids in the family, so we definitely want a matrilineal marriage. And alliance power implies we can maybe get the Duchy of Tyrol. That's a pretty strong alliance. Yeah. Although right now they appear to be at war, so they're pretty damn low on gold. And this person actually controls 3 duchies, but only 2 counties. That's kind of weak. But it's better than nothing. And, you know, she's what? She's 19. So in 10 years, that's too long. That won't work. I don't want to wait until she's 29. She might not have enough kids, but oh, look at this. Look at this strong boy. He's Herculean. And we can get a duchy of whatever here. Okay, that's a great one. Okay. That's only 5 years away. She'll still be 24. They'll be able to have at least a few kids for the dynasty. And we'll get an alliance with this guy here, Languedoc, which is, yes, figured somewhere in southern France. Yeah, that'll work really well. It's a matrilineal marriage, right? Yep. Okay, perfect. And what's more, that kid has... It was this kid. He might inherit some of these titles. He's named after his father, so it's very confusing. He is inheriting at least 1 title. Looks like 2 titles. Because his brother inherits the duchy. So what that means is my dynasty gets on another throne. Fantastic. Very good. All the good things. Alright, what else is in the list? We can declare war. I know about that. Denmark... I don't think I want to declare war on Denmark. They are involved in 2 wars, but they're winning both of them, and they're just too strong. I can declare war on Catholic England to press the claim of Lord Bryce. That's the guy who owns here. What is he claiming he owns? The little island right there? He would get the contested title. It would get added into my thing. They are vastly inferior. You know, why not? I don't know why this costs so much. Claim to have a different dynasty. Yeah, but it would add it to the realm. How valuable is such a piece of territory? It's a two barony county. And how close does that get us to... So the duchy includes 3 of these, it looks like. The petty kingdom of Gwynedd. Oh, actually, it looks like it's 5. So that doesn't really get us to the point where we could de jure try to get control of more of Wales. But it's better than nothing. And if this duke, if this vassal... I kind of wish there was something on this screen that showed how much they were giving to me. So I know I can do that on this screen. I gotta look up Lord Bryce. Which is kind of easy because he's the only one that's, like, disfigured. He's providing me with only 22 total levies. Now, why is it 12%? Oh, not rightful liege. That's right. Which is annoying, because it's like... How do you fix that? Well... I've got to take over at least that whole duchy and then try to integrate it into my Kingdom of Scotland, which takes like 100 years. Alternatively, I've got to get the Kingdom of Wales and then form, I believe, does the Empire of Britannia require 3 of them? Only 2 of the kingdom titles. So I could do it with either Ireland or with Wales. This would be a decent place to start. Let's do it. We're going to press Lord Bryce's claim here and declare war. We're going to call up the armies. Oh. I forgot when I've got the thing here. We want to raise all here. There we go. Those triumphant sounding... Lanarkshire has low control. It does. So we'll fix that. Somebody else can fix the one in Galloway. Like, you know, the guy who owns it. I can call on my ally. I don't want to spend the... I mean, I have so much prestige. But there have been other games where I was low on prestige. You say they do have a search function here that I missed? There's a pan to Dynasty head. This is a search function to find characters anywhere in the game. I don't think it searches for through specifically this window, because when you close this window, there's still the search function there. Anyway, we're going to try to avoid going out in boats. Oh man, we have a ton of money from all the blackmail. What can we do with it? Well, we can't build any of these special duchy buildings like I'd love to do, because we don't yet have the Burrs innovation. Speaking of which, we're getting bailiffs very soon, which will actually increase the domain limit by 1, which is good. Burrs, that's this here. We're pretty far away from that. What about these other territories that I own? Lanarkshire. So we've got hillside fields, we've got hunters' lodges. Hill forts wouldn't be terrible, giving, you know, some better advantages. But really, levy size 2% for the county. Spearman damage goes up. I don't know if we want to add a fortification to a non-capital area. I don't think so. But a barracks to increase the levies and military camps, both of those are probably the last 2 we want to add to this. And over here in Lanarkshire, we've already built something. Over here, we're already building something. So I think we're good. We're just going to save up the money here. None of these have an empty holding. We could maybe start building up Dunbar, since this is going to be in our family soon enough. Let's start constructing that. We're going to get control of this as part of our core domain. And then we're ready to go. Nothing in this world is certain, especially in times of war. The Scottish war for Lord Bryce's claim on the earldom of Anglesey has been no different, as this conflict is no longer against King Sixraid of Catholic England, but Queen Holmfrid of Sweden. It might be wise to reevaluate the situation. Well, I do appreciate that when the terms change, they give you the option to cancel the war. Because I did not... really did not want to fight the Queen of Sweden. And it appears that she has taken control of it just before I could. We're going to end that war immediately. Because we're still hoping she dies and the Swedish Empire breaks up. Because it's not an empire. It's still... She's holding 2 kingdom titles, which is not... and I don't think she can make a... empire. Founding a new empire requires your realm size to be 120 or more. She might have close to that, but she has to have 3 or more kingdom titles. So she can't do it that way, and if she wanted the Empire of Scandinavia, she'd have to have 2 of the kingdoms in Scandinavia, probably. But she doesn't have that either. So I don't have to worry about her forming an empire. If she formed an empire, then her holdings would not break apart. But because she's tribal and she's holding 2 kingdoms, 2 kingdom titles, those are going to be split between her kids. This goes to Linda, and this goes to... Linda. How come they're not going to different people? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's who's in line. But this says they both go to Linda. How's that? Don't they have... Oh, the titles themselves have special... Look at the freaking fine print, damn it. Scandinavian elective law. So that's how they keep both king titles in their empire. But where does this strength come from? It must come from all the duchies and stuff that they have under their control. But possibly this goes to Linda, this goes to Thomas, and this goes to Linda. So Linda's getting 2 of these. But Thomas is getting this one way down here. Yeah. Stupid special laws. We could probably implement Dynasty, but so far that hasn't been necessary. In fact, we canceled Dynasty last time. We don't want to wind up with our capital county not being inherited by the main thing, which I think seems to be, like, possible. Alright, well, we're back to waiting and hoping that Sweden becomes weaker at some point. Denmark is a better target. We're closer in range of dealing with Denmark. Oh, no. No, not Duff! Not my boy. He's got the consumption. I trust the physician's judgment. I think this is my super physician. Yeah, 16 learning and a renowned physician. I'll let her figure it out. Ooh. Yes, please. I think I invited some knights and I forgot to go back and check. Robert, what's his name? Nobody really knows. All these people in my prisons, we're just going to clear it out. I can gain a hook on them. If I can ever steal money from them, blackmail them for the money, I'll do it. Remember that time I let you out of jail? You owe me. Ah, perfect. We now have the County of Caithness. We have a claim on it. I need to use a claim on both of these, revoke them, and grant them to somebody under the Duke of Moray. Maybe just grant them directly to the Duke if he has a lot of kids. No, he's only got the one, but he's young. He is of my dynasty, even if he's not... Now that's crazy. I have a 24 Chancellor. Yikes. And what's she doing? She's doing prestige for me. She could be doing domestic affairs, too. And increasing my direct vassal opinion. But you know what? I don't need that. Not with a diplomacy of 25. It's kind of insane. There's nothing that my vassals wouldn't do for me. So, we've got a problem over here. Can I join the war against these peasants? Oh, they just won the war against the... They lost the war against the peasants, did they? Okay, well. Faction created against me. Oh boy, there's a lot of these. The Norse Astaru Populists. We're dealing with that eventually. Right now we're trying to remove the wrong leaders from the northern part of Ireland. Eleanor, a free tenant renting some of my land in Tivotadale, has pulled in an exceptional harvest this season due to her meticulous planning. I could get another possible steward. How old is my current steward? She's 51. She might die one day, but I feel like I've got some other good ones. I don't want the money. The control level in Tivotadale would change by +10, but I feel like it's not a problem. Yeah, she can join my court, and if I find something for her to do, Maybe I'll make her... No, I can't give her land. Damn it, that's annoying. I really want to change my religion so that I can give women land. Oof. Looks like my only option is to defend his character publicly. The Pope will like me for that and probably allow me to take more money from him. A new archbishop who endorses me but doesn't like me an awful lot. We're going to have to change that because he's not giving me the full share that I deserve. Ooh, focused student. Learning. Excellent. Spouse aids me. I do like having as much learning as possible. I did do something with learning with this guy, right? I need to make sure. Yes, I got scientific and I got all the way down to scholarly circles, actually. So that I have some improvement to my cultural advancement. In fact, I've got a new one of these. Detailed ledgers increases cities' provisions to me in terms of taxes. That's a good one. I'm the Dynasty head. Excellent. To Votedale just finished something. So what else do we want to put in here? Outposts gives defender advantage. Garrison size, control growth. It eventually gives more levies too, up to 225, which is really not a lot. I don't know that'll be doing a lot of fighting on top of this particular realm. Whereas the forest forts give me decent levies, a big fort level. You know, as this is the capital, and it does provide some levies, let's do it. Let's make this a more militaristic county. And Linlithgow can upgrade the military camps to give me even more levies. Bum, bum, bum. One thing I could consider for the fight with Sweden is just amass an enormous war chest and buy a bunch of mercenaries. Oh, yeah, I'll spend some fame. Who cares? Ah. My friend and ally wants me to join him against the County of Foix. I mean, I guess so. Let's raise everybody, but probably not leave them all. I'm guessing we will not need that many. Yeah. We don't need that many at all. So we're going to send a bunch of the levies home, and that will save us some money. This is costing us 10 per month, so we'll disband this. There we go. And we'll send just these 2,000 down to help. Where am I even fighting? Oh, wow! Magnus died. My uncle. He passed his titles on to... Who? He's the one in charge of Dublin. That's right. And the County of Meath. Urges MacBrien. Oh, no! That's not right. Oh, they consolidated way too much power. Okay. So, this guy in the Kven house. There's plenty of kids here that we can give that land to. But right now, Moray, this guy, way too strong. Urigus. We need to split that up. Anyway, I'm at war. Where am I fighting? Down here? Easy peasy. I guess we'll, you know, take a long time to get there. It's probably going to be over before we do, but, you know. Oh, no, another boy. Huh. That's problematic. I could try taking away the county and duchy of Meath and giving that to, oh, good, he's swayed. Giving that to one of my other sons. Right now, I really need the Duchess to die so I can lay these things out properly. Inspired Moderation. Temperate's a good one to get. That extra stewardship is nice. And a health boost, too. What year did I start in? Sorry, Tingle, I didn't realize people were on Twitch, too. I started in the 867 start. You can tell because I'm not yet at 1066. Those are the only two start dates. Hey, we won! Look at that! Disband the armies. I didn't even get down there. I'm liking it a lot. I think there are some things that threaten to be very frustratingly immersion breaking, I guess you could say. When the gears are revealed and it stops feeling like you're interacting with rival rulers and whatever, because you can see the progress underneath. Once you can see the matrix, basically, then that threatens to basically ruin my experience of playing these kinds of games. And one example, spoilers, is that the AI during war seems to have this tendency to just beeline for your capital. And you can really exploit that, because, I don't know. That's what I've heard. That's what I've read, and it seems like that's kind of true. In part because the enemy capital is, in fact, a really valuable target. You can capture hostages that will increase your war score significantly from the capital, because that's where the ruler's family is and things. Anyway, we've got another claim. Now we need claims on Dublin and the whole Meath situation. Actually, let's finish resolving the situation in the north. So I've got claims on these two. I need to take them, and here's the problem. Except for... No, he owns Banff, but he has... Okay, he has vassals in Ross and Inverness, and that's fine. Do I kind of want to give him Sutherland and Caithness? But in order to do that, I have to take away Dublin and Meath. Where the hell's Oriel? Oh, he also has control of Oriel? That was supposed to be yet another vassal, by the way. So yeah, I've got to take back quite a few of these titles and redistribute them properly. Earl Stephen, my nephew. Do I want to demand payment for his Dynasty hook? It's a one-time hook. I'd lose out on it. He hasn't had money until this point. But you know what? I don't want to demand payment. I want him to invest that money in Galloway. Right? I can ask for money from the Pope, though. He's got 7,000. He's got some to spare. I'm still in line to inherit Duchy of Northumbria. I can imprison criminals. She has a claim on the Earldom of Mearns. Not really useful. And who is this guy, this girl? Useless, I think. So I don't care about them. They're in my court, but they've broken laws somewhere. Yeah, Tales of Citizens doesn't go back anywhere. Sorry, Crockett. I just didn't want to keep paying for it when I wasn't doing the show. The Pope gives you a lot of money. I wonder if the amount he gives you scales to your title. Like, he gives more to a king than he does to a duke than he does to a count. Alright, Galloway has fully embraced Scottish traditions. Presumably, Prince Alexander is going to convert Carrick to Scottish by himself. I don't want to have to worry about that. But what I am worried about is my vassal Duke Urigus. He's got the wrong culture. And I think if I convert his capital, he might convert with it. Oh, he was my friend, and he was the mayor, or the reeve of the city. Oh boy, I'm overwhelmed by stress, because of course I am. What if we seclude myself for for a little while? Alright, that fixes it. We can indulge in food, but it'll cost me a lot of money if I do. But, you know, would it cost me more to call a hunt? It would, actually. And I don't need the prestige. I'm almost crazily strong in prestige. So we'll do that, and we'll be better. You know what? We've got some money, and what we really need to do is build additional holdings here in the north. Inverness has a city now, and I think I built that when I invested in that a while ago. Ah, Duke. Okay, that's good. Are there any vassals that don't like me? Because that's really the scary thing, and there's none. I wonder if I shouldn't try to get an alliance outside of marriage with, like, West Francia or something. Whoa, their military strength is not what it used to be. Holy crap. Maybe West Francia is not... Oh, good. He's back. I actually did need more sons to give these duchies to, so now that will help. Once I take them back. Moray has feudal levies on high. That's why I'm getting so much of that. Normal levy contribution's 25, but yeah. That's a problem. Linlithgowshire just finished building something. It's now pretty much maxed out. Guild halls could help spread the development just a little bit faster. Alright, we'll save the rest of the money and try to build a new holding, say, in each of the Duke's capitals. Duff has come of age. He's a tough soldier. He's not great, but he's good. He's also a military engineer. And he's a genius. So that's good. He's going to need a spouse. We could keep the genius trait as best we can. And you know, a very high stewardship is a good thing to have in one of your landed vassals, because they can help their... Yeah, that should be good. Decent chance to inherit these traits. It doesn't get us an alliance, but we can get other alliances. There are other ways. So here... Do we want to go all the way down here? Sell titles is a nice little thing that you can spend prestige to gain gold. I don't actually have any dread, so that's not super valuable. I don't want to extort my subjects. I want them to invest in their realms to improve the overall Scottish kingdom. Oh, what is this? This guy's at war. He's attacking the Kingdom of Denmark for the Earldom of Bretagne? Where the hell's this? Well, does he think he's strong enough to do that? He's only got 900 troops. No, he's got 1,700. But how does the King of Denmark have so few troops? He must have... The Denmark must have had fallen on rough times. It says they have 1,500 here. So why does it say there's only 700 involved in the war? He's got no allies, I see that. 94 of 202. This says 94 of 202. Ah, because ostensibly he has allies, but he didn't call any of them into this war. Denmark is weak. I could declare war on Denmark. It could be a holy war. I can't declare a holy war for the kingdom because I'm not yet a paragon of virtue. But I could go for a duchy. The Jarldom of Munster. That seems like a decent one to grab. It looks like my cousin is already trying to grab the barony, or the, whatever this thing is, the Earldom of Bretagne. It would be nice to go for the whole kingdom of Ireland. But we could make the king title, and that would allow us to make the title of Britannia, which would give us some options in the future. Emperors having more options than kings, of course. Because right now we have one duchy. What does it require? You need 5 of the 7 required counties. Well, I have 5 of 7. But I assumed you would need a certain number of duchies rather than counties. Let's see. Let's go for Munster. And it looks like we can help our ally win control of another thing. Our ally, our vassal. Or not, he's running away. So let's go take control of these areas down here. Starting with Ormond. No, how about you walk across like you're supposed to? No! Walk across. Seriously, this is annoying. The music only gets bombastic right when you declare war. Compassionate is problematic, but, you know, in a daughter, that's okay. Not particularly bad. I never want to use up his hook, and I don't think I want to use up my vassal's hook either. Now we gotta stop every once in a while and look back and see what's going on. So far, so good. I want to keep my army together for the most part. Ah, perfect. Now, I need you to get us one more. And then probably this one, too. And then we'll pull back the titles for all of those areas from those tribal leaders and maybe put one of our sons in charge of that duchy. I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Each opportunity has great potential, but realistically I can only pursue one of them. I must determine what would ultimately give me the most value. So, I've heard of rumors of a lost tome rediscovered. Gives me 2 stewardship and 1 learning. Who is this? Oh, he's asking for... I get a hook on him. Okay, let's take the lost tome. That's an extra bit of stewardship. That's kind of nice. Alright, let's go ahead and split this thing in half. Send one commander here. Send the other commander here. And then we'll grab more of it as we go. We make this end this war fast. Get a little bit more control over some territory. Ah, we finally got bailiffs, it looks like. Manorialism. We can get medieval era economic buildings. That's what I've been hoping for a bit. Though I wonder if the next level of economic building is also blocked. Yeah. It has to have a large city building. Large city building or upgrades. So we have to upgrade this, which we can't do until we get manorialism. Okay. So what that'll allow me to do is upgrade cities and their economic buildings. But it won't allow me to upgrade my castles until I get, I think, battlements? Or burrs. I think it's battlements. The main fortification buildings. I do like that it's going to grab household soldiers. That's nice. Getting an extra man-at-arms regiment available is good. When I raise my armies, it's still very, very expensive. I can't make my men-at-arms bigger than they are right now without incurring some significant cost. I'm going to try training commanders for a bit with this. To vote Dale is done. I'm going to save my money, though. I'm not going to do any more construction. I'm going to need to capture the rest of Munster. Now, what I determined this only needs 2. I need 73 de jure counties, though. Not even close to that. So just getting the Kingdom of Ireland available is not going to help me. We've got to switch off of partition, which means we need hereditary rule ASAP. So as soon as manorialism is done, there it is, we need to get hereditary rule so that our kingdoms don't split up amongst multiple sons. I was hoping I'd be able to get to empire quickly, but It looks like that's just not going to happen. He's a little too old for it. Now, who's occupying this? A Peasant Revolt. Looks like he's taking care of it, though, kind of. No, he's not. He needs my help. I'll offer to join his war. Presumably this is a Peasant Revolt because they want the religion to change or something. We don't want to change religion. We want them to stay as Scottish Catholics at the moment. So you can come deal with this. Ooh, actually. Oh, damn. We need a better place to go and resupply. Oh, I got a lot of prisoners I can make money off of. Ah, more money from the Pope. Easy money. Alright, so we're resupplying here. A little bit longer. I don't like this raiding happening over here. Or at least it seems like it's a raiding party. So we'll go deal with that. Alright, Ormond is under our control. Need to get back into friendly territory and resupply, and then maybe I'll come deal with these peasants on Lennox. Speed it up a little bit. Cousin released, huzzah! I don't know where these guys are going. Oh, we've got Denmark coming back in. Full steam ahead. We won the war against the peasants. So that was mission accomplished. Now we gotta go get our Duke out of trouble here. Ah. We get an unpressed claim on the Duchy of Iceland, too. We'll do that. A disloyal vassal. Disloyal? Let's see. He's not sending me the appropriate amount of money. No, he has to pay his due. And then I'm going to try to sway him to like me more. I mean, it's not going to matter. I'm going to take away all his stuff because he's not the right dynasty. But, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh no, all my friends are passing away. I made so many good friends. Alright, Scotland. We're getting the right culture inside the duchy capitals. That should help us spread it properly. Golden aplomb. Huh. I guess we'll take that one. We're hoping to get to at any cost. That seems pretty useful. A new opponent. Upland? Who the hell is Upland? My goal is still the same. I'm taking this. It's a holy war. That's what we're doing. We're going to hold the war. Got a new commander. Should have looked at him, though, but still. So we're not fighting Denmark. We're fighting Opland, which means I probably need to go over there and occupy some of his nonsense. I guess if we're going to go over there, we should probably go over to the capital, but we'll bring the rest of the troops with us when we do. Constance. She can be cynical. I don't care. I gotta have a plan. He's trying to get up into the hills before I catch him. Not gonna avail him. I don't think so. Wow, it might. Even though they just came off the boat? They're defending a river crossing, too. Ugh. Well, that's a tougher fight than I was hoping. We still killed a whole bunch of them. Nope, 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 nope. You go here and siege it down. Meanwhile, our other army is working on this one here. What is it? I'm pretty concerned that the pieces in Ireland are going to split apart as its own kingdom. Unless I make both titles those elective things. The Dynasty one. Hereditary rule is 12 years. He might last to 68. Oh boy. Screw it. Let's go for the capital. Supplies are low, but we might still get it. Lots of prisoners can be ransomed. I don't know if I want to do it just yet. We keep them in the dungeon. We keep insularists in Albany. No! Damn it, Albany! I just worked on... Oh, God, and now it's spread up there! You sons of bitches. I gotta demand that my vassals convert now. I'll donate to the holy cause. I can't afford to send my guys down right now. for a crusade. What's the target? Somebody really far away. The Kingdom of Jerusalem. Yeah, like it always is. Okay. I think we'll win this as soon as this is over, and then we don't have to worry too much about the army not having enough supplies. Bingo. Bango. Let's see if what I was worried about will come to pass now. Disband all the armies, and let's take a look at succession. Kingdom of Ireland's created. I knew it. Yep, I figured that was going to be a problem. Alright, I got to figure out how to deal with this. And unfortunately, I don't have as much time today as I normally would have, so we're going to call it there, and we will pick up again, let's see, today's Thursday, tomorrow Friday, 10:30 a.m. for real this time. Have a good one, everybody. We'll talk to you later.